less trigger.
I think that there's also the opportunity to use your community to find more people who can be part of your team. When we talk about legal allies, yes, we've got lawyers and advocates, but when it comes to the experts, I think we don't drill down into that enough. Certainly, there's a joke that family court has become expert versus expert, and that's pretty much it, right? Which, of course, costs an extra unbelievable amount of money to get in there. Protective parents are going to do what they need to do to protect their kids. Of course, some of these experts that we'd like to see parents use, they're not using because they're used to the usual ones. I'm a big fan of using private investigator PIs where it's allowed. Obviously, I think you're right about the advocate, but what I think people don't realize about the advocate and about peer networks and other parts of the community, a lot of times people go into their court appearances, whether in person or via Zoom, without anybody in the room with them. And find out if there are people allowed to be in the room with you and have all kinds of people. They should be respectful because you don't want it to reflect poorly on you. This isn't a chance for them to rot the injustice of the system. Rather, it's to almost, this is how they want the system to be. We can do that too, but we got a lot of people watching. I got 7 women behind me watching what's going on. I've got 7 family members behind me. And I think it's really important. Should I get the PI even though people don't think I should? Should I spend the money there? Should I get the deposition done? Should I get a consultant? Should I get a strategist? These are the kinds of experts that I see moving the needle better than almost anything in people's cases. Some lawyers will push against getting a PI or a strategist or a consultant on your case as if they alone can save you. That's the sign of a bad lawyer, but there's plenty of good lawyers out there. So you need to go find yourself a good one. But even if you have the best lawyer in the state, I've worked with plenty of people who are working with the high powered lawyers whose name everybody knows, and they still have a team around them, and it increases the ability for them to make some headway in their case, get control of their lives back, hiring those extra people, that private investigator or whoever it may be.